The greatest creator is always watching over everyone by Xuefeng. The sages of China warned us, 3 feet above your head, there is a divine presence. It is a revelation I received after becoming the guide of Lifechanyuan. The greatest creator is always watching over everyone. From the perspective of material thinking, from the senses of sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch, it is fundamentally difficult to comprehend the phenomenon that the greatest creator is always watching over everyone. From a rational standpoint, it is also hard to grasp. Given the vastness of the world and the multitude of life, can the greatest creator really see and care for all? In public places in cities, especially in banks, stations, and major traffic arteries, there are cameras. Everything that happens within the range of these cameras is clearly captured and recorded. If anyone behaves improperly within this range, it can be found out from the recordings. Since becoming the guide of Lifechanyuan, all Chanyuan celestials have come under my observation. In other words, as the guide, I am watching over every Chanyuan celestial, regardless of where you are or what you are doing. I am always keeping an eye on what every one of you is saying, doing, and even thinking. How do I see this? Not through divine or Buddha's eyes, but through your words and actions. Every word you say reveals yourself, every action you take exposes yourself. If someone says nothing and does nothing, they reveal even more about themselves. Why do I keep an eye on everyone? Because I guide based on everyone's condition. The speech and actions of each person reveal their inner world and spiritual depth. From this, I know which Chanyuan celestials can go to the 1,000-year world, which to the 10,000-year world, which to the Elysium world and the celestial islands, who will continue the cycle of rebirth, and who will descend into hell. Based on each person's condition, I adjust my guidance. For some Chanyuan celestials, no matter how they cultivate, they cannot go to heaven, so I will quickly give up on them and let them disappear from my view. This fact tells us that the greatest creator is definitely watching over everyone, guiding us through ways we may not easily notice or understand. The greatest creator is acutely aware of every word and deed of each of us, meticulously recording our merits and demerits, rewarding or punishing us in due time. In reality, we can also understand the principle that the greatest creator is always watching over everyone from the phenomena in everyday life. People who raise animals know that no matter how many chickens, ducks, pigs, or horses we have, we are almost intimately familiar with the condition of the animals we raise. Which chicken lays more eggs, which pig is fatter, which animal is sick, which horse has a good temper. We know almost everything because the keeper is always watching the animals. Those who have been high school class teachers know that you are basically aware of the state of every student in your class because you are always watching every student. A couple who have 10 children generally know the condition of each child because they are always watching every one of them. As for the children's futures, some parents may not understand, which is determined by the parents' insight and wisdom. But regardless, parents are always watching their children. Realizing the truth that the greatest creator is always watching over us has many benefits. The first is that we dare not speak or act recklessly, knowing that any mistake in words or deeds will definitely be punished, especially in places unseen by others. The second is that we only say and do what is right without worrying about anything else because the greatest creator is always watching over us and will reward us accordingly. This is just as Jesus Christ taught, do not worry about tomorrow, what to eat, drink, or wear. Seek first the kingdom of the greatest creator and its righteousness. Every moment, especially in places unseen by others, when we think that the greatest creator is always watching over us, we dare not speak or act recklessly. As a result, life becomes smoother, further from hell and closer to heaven. Even more wonderfully, we no longer have any worries, anxieties, or fears, and life enters a truly wonderful course. Realizing that the greatest creator is always watching over us versus not realizing this point will lead life in entirely different directions. If you don't believe it, try it for a while and see what happens. January 25, 2021. 2/2 ChatGPT can make mistakes. Consider checking important information.